Every man should father a child, plant a tree, and write a book. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Wheeler Centre, on behalf of the publisher, Dr. Anthony Capello of Connor Court, and on behalf of the author Peter Fenwick, welcome to the official launch of a remarkable new work, The Fragility of Freedom, Why Subsidiarity Matters. How appropriate that we're gathered for the launch at the Wheeler Centre. Its banner proclaims books, writing, ideas, and we're here to launch a book that's certainly well written and definitely not short of ideas.
Now, what an extraordinary turnout for a book launch. Now, I don't think I've seen a turnout for a book launch, Peter, of this size in my whole political and professional career. We have a book which puts together in an eminently readable fashion the collected thoughts and condensed wisdom of great minds, providing us with a guide to the way a free society and a modern economy should be run. In his book, Peter manages to draw from his personal experience in running a business and his observation of personal relationships to propose a simple set of rules for running the country in a more sensible, civilised way. The book's title, The Fragility of Freedom, draws attention to the myriad encroachments on our freedom that often well-meaning legislators allow to creep up on us, measure by measure, some large but mostly small. Individuals should be free to make their own decisions, subject to respecting the rights of others. Now, this is not an ideological tract. It's a pragmatic analysis of how human beings behave, or more importantly, how they could behave and what they could achieve given the freedom to do so. So I have much pleasure in launching this inspirational book, The Fragility of Freedom, Why Subsidiarity Matters, by Peter Fenwick.
It's my great pleasure to call upon the distinguished and investigative mind that's created The Fragility of Freedom. He thinks a lot, he analyses a lot. The result is a remarkable and important book, as Jim has already articulated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Peter Fenwick.
We live in one of the freest and most prosperous societies in the history of mankind. We should not take our good fortune for granted. We should understand and appreciate our heritage. We should protect our freedoms. The dominant political doctrines of the 20th century failed us economically, socially, and morally. On the 9th of November 1989, the Berlin Wall fell and the communist experiment was over. Less than 20 years later, the GFC exposed the errors of the welfare state and the crony capitalism which it had spawned. The state has become pervasive in our lives. The consequences are unmanageable debt, unsound money, poor investment decisions, and unfair burdens on the productive, the thrifty, and the young. The solution is subsidiarity. That is why subsidiarity matters. It involves people doing whatever they can themselves, with their families, friends, and neighbours. It means forming voluntary organisations, businesses, clubs, societies, so that like-minded citizens can achieve their common objectives. Government activity is kept to a minimum and as local as possible. A free and fair and prosperous society is best delivered by the free market and a culture of individual responsibility. Good night and good luck.